Have y'all been watching any of the Tokyo Olympics that are happening? My favorite event of the year that I get to watch, the Tokyo
I
Olympics.
love to watch the Olympics. I like to watch these good sports people fucking flexing their muscles, hopping around, whatever it is they do. It's
The
great.
the only Olympics that I saw was the like all the countries walking in, and Tonga brought their greased up muscle boy fat flag bearer again, and I'm like, all right, that's all I need to see.
Valid.
Olympics. Yeah, the Olympics won.
The Olympics
Tonga,
won.
Yeah, Tonga won all of the Olympics. It's fine.
Good
Give
news,
you haven't-
everyone. The Olympics
give-
won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Olympics get the gold medal.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen this flag bearer from Tonga?
I'd like to. Let's take a look.
Ooh,
Jamie,
he's
pull that up.
Yeah,
It
he's-
autofills. It autofills it when I search it. I type in Tonga. It says Flag Bearer Olympics 2021.
uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
This man is.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness. It looks like he trained like by holding a flagpole that was much bigger than this one.
Yeah.
Whatever this dinky little flagpole is that they have him holding walking out here, not the one that he trained with.
Obviously
Mhm.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is also fucking oiled to hell and back.
As
Yeah.
as one should be.
Yeah, he's also very handsome. I mean, he was at the 2016 Olympics. I don't think it was the same guy, but Tonga did come in with a greased up flag bearer, and he was also very handsome then too. So
QueerT.com says Tongan flag bearer returns to Olympics more oiled up than ever.
so
Nice.
it is the same guy. Thank God. Ooh.
Pita Taufatofua, the shirtless Tongan.
Fuck yeah.
That's the job we all want.
Yeah.
I too would love to be shirtless in
this-
Tongan.
This is a recurring gig for this guy.
Yeah, like, I mean, holy shit, if you look like this guy, like, yeah, go for it.
Get your
Like-
money, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy's ripped. He's
I-
handsome.
I mean,
Some sort of Magic Mike, but only about Olympic flag bearers.
Absolutely.
so-
I hope that he just
Yeah.
walks through the various cities in Tonga shirtless, holding their flag, proud.
this is what it should look like every day. You either go take a siesta or you walk around your city shirtless for 2 hours.
No, that's a gig. Yeah.
That's
Take me to this island. I need if even like a percentage, like 1% of the people look like this guy, I'm gonna be happy.
I
There
can't
you go.
wait for millennials and Gen Z to finally be in charge of the Olympics, and we just make it really horny.
Yeah, just really slutty.
Like this is
Yeah.
a family friendly event or whatever, but like come on, those like
We're gonna put.
we
we're
already
gonna-
have athletes that are in trouble for like wearing shorts that are too long or that aren't long enough. Like
Oh no,
Mhm.
this is
I
great
mean-
because we can introduce we can both reduce the environmental impact of the Olympic Games by both stopping doing them and doing our own thing. Which I don't know, sex games, does that work?
I think that's a thing,
Just
but we're gonna
literally-
make it gayer because
It's like
obviously.
BMXing, but like,
Uh-huh.
there's no seat on the bike.
we're gonna reject. We're going to reject high performance fabrics, and we're going to embrace doing these highly athletic performances
Yeah.
naked.
Like in ye olden days, yeah.
Shaving all your body hair for maneuverability.
Yeah, reject modernity, embrace tradition.
That's what we're always saying on this podcast.
Yeah, I feel like twerking is gonna be pole dancing. What else would fit in the new Olympics?
Esports, all esports.
Yeah,
No,
Flossing.
Ones where you're just like-
no one who does esports has sex.
this is true. We know this for a fact.
Sometimes I click on like the Gears of War competitive section and then I like go back to not doing that
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
because I have a life and sex.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest.
You have two
um,
partners. You don't have time.
I'm gonna be honest, right.
Now you get one more. You got a fucking esports team going.
Yes, true.
Yeah, but none of
The-
them. But none of them would be fucking. I bet you
Beautiful.
Sonic Fox has sex.
Sonic Fox.
So the challenge here is to have like a number of partners where like they don't start like doing competitive sports of any form with you
Uh-huh.
because you have enough people, but you still want to have enough that you don't wind up playing competitive esports by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is like getting all of your partners and like buying a van, and you're either going to start a cult or a band.
Or both.
The cult
Yeah.
band.
Yeah, see.
The cult band Polycule.
Yeah, actually thinking about like the that cult, that like Buddhist spiritualist cult, the family, that's basically what they were.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were that and vegetarians. They were the ones who popularized vegetarianism in America.
Yeah, they put out a bunch of records or some shit, right?
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure they did. And their leader died hang gliding.
What a way to go.
what
a way to go.
Yeah, I was like, that's an
No, but here's
Elon Musk
If
ass
we
death.
shoot him while he's flying, they'll never know where the body fell.
no. So the thing is, like, he's 70 years old, and they're like, let's go hang gliding. I think they called him father.
That
He's like-
rules.
And he's like, I'm pretty old. I think if I do this, I'm gonna die. And
Yeah,
they're
so
like,
don't be a pussy about it.
No, so they did, and he died. He fell off, but like they were like, "Oh my god, let's call an ambulance." He's like, "No, I'm like 77. I'm just gonna die." So they sat there with him for like hours while he was in agonizing pain, dying.
Wow.
Oh, he wouldn't have died.
No,
Yeah,
he
yeah, they could have like
absolutely would
they
have
could have
lived if he
like
went to the
helped
hospital.
him.
This was the 70s. He probably still was gonna die.
I mean, yeah, he jumped off a 1,300-foot cliff. Like, you hit terminal velocity after, like 300 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you fall for another, 5 minutes before...
No, I think you hit terminal velocity at like 50 feet or something, right?
You embody terminal velocity.
No idea.
Height. About 12
The
seconds.
real lesson here
It's
is
1,500 feet. So you
Okay.
are approaching...
So
a
he
skydiver in the belly-to-earth position reaches a terminal velocity of about 121 miles per hour.
Oh, so he
Wow.
was going. He had to have at least been going over 100 miles an hour, very easily.
Jesus.
He jumped off with a hang glider, but had no previous hang gliding experience. So they just unclip one carabiner. You're like, yeah, don't worry about it, Father. You'll be fine. And then that's the sound he made as he.
Honestly, the lesson here is if someone says, "Let's go skydiving, Daddy," like you don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's
If
go
you-
skydiving daddy is a very wow.
Yeah, I don't listen to my sugar babies when they tell me to do dangerous sports. Let's go wrestle some gators, Daddy.
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode from the Psychic Dolphin Garage. I'm Zach, he, they.
I'm Bo, he, him.
I'm Dennis. He, they.
I'm Charlie. She, her.
That is everybody in the garage this week. We are missing Artemis. We are missing Kelton. We are missing JJ Demon most of all.
Always missing JJ.
Yeah, we are.
JJ.
If
Just,
you've seen any of them, please contact us. We don't know where any of them are.
They've gone missing, and I don't drink milk, so I'm not going to go ahead and put their picture on the side of a milk carton.
yeah, because it's a waste. Then I wouldn't get to look at
I
it.
don't
so
see
I'll
it.
just
Why
spend the
fucking
money on
bother?
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking to get the most bang for my buck in terms of grieving a missing loved one.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Just going around town, putting up their Twitter profile picture in like coffee
Have
shop
you seen
windows.
this poster?
Have you seen me? Have you seen this pit crew?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Have you seen this heckin' valid small being? Please contact.
Please send us a
$1 million.
of
There-
dollars.
There was actually a story back in the day of someone someone rear-ended someone else, or something happened, but this was like in Japan, and no one knew who did it, but someone put up a Mii, like a Nintendo Mii version of this person who allegedly committed this crime. It was like, have you seen them? Like, please contact the local police. So everyone thought it was the local police who did this, and then when reporters were like, hey, did you make this Mii? They're like, no, we have no idea who did this. So
my
yeah, it'll
goodness.
be very much like this with the pit crew. It's like, just like, have you seen this poster? Who is like? Did you make like? Did the police make this? No, it was just us, the Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Currently investigating anyone with access to the internet.
We'll catch him any day now.
There are many paths before you, but you must choose one. And this week, we have chosen several paths.
Yeah.
First up we have our Texas section. And we talked about George P. Bush last week, who
George Piss Bush,
who is the Bush dynasty, fighting with other Republicans to get back into office. Apparently, a breaking story on the Texas Tribune: Texas veteran homes overseen by George Piss Bush were often the deadliest places to be during COVID-19 pandemic.
Pretty impressive, I gotta say.
We've out Cuomo'd Andrew Cuomo.
Hey, congrats, folks. Texas is #1 again.
Fucking haw.
There's some fucking yee ass fucking mayor saying everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
And it's the fatality
not
rates.
lung capacity.
Answer a non-Texas person a question. George Bush, like the one I think of.
So
Yes.
you think
the
of
living
you
one?
probably think of George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush. This is
Is-
Jeb
is
Bush's
this- is this the same
son.
family, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeb Bush's
Dynasty.
son oversees like a murder hospital in Texas.
Well,
Yeah.
he oversees basically like
by overseas, I mean like he's got on paper a thing that says he owns it, and he occasionally stops in to be like, "My God, I'm so good."
No,
Yeah.
I help so many people.
He's the
Okay.
land
Even
commissioner
more.
and
in Texas, yeah.
in
Oh.
Texas, which, as we talked about last week, the land commissioner is right below God and the governor. But there are 9 state nursing homes that cater to veterans in Texas, and the land commissioner is in charge of those.
Oh, that doesn't seem like that has anything to do with land.
Yep. It seems like just a kind of job that they just like, hey, someone's got to do this. So
The land
here
commissioner
we go.
is the it's the cum dump of the Texas legislature.
Exactly, the filthy little fucking dumpster boy who
Wearing a pair of hot pants. This is land commissioner.
George P. Bush shows up to the fucking George Pish Bush, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And he's just a little piss pig for all the Texas state governors. Fucking great, good. Glad we got that established. That's canon now.
Yeah.
Here are some quick bullet points from the Texas Tribune's investigations.
Yes, please.
So Texas state-run veteran homes had more than double the death rate among COVID-19 infected residents compared to other nursing homes in the state. That's already fucking just wow. Great job. 7
That's
of the
grim.
homes
Fuck, yeah.
had a fatality rate of 25% or more, far higher than the statewide average, which was 11% in Texas nursing homes. Approximately 23%
Wow.
of the state veterans' homes nationwide are overseen by outside management companies, but in Texas, all 9 of them are, and they account for a quarter of the privately run homes in the United States.
Wait, so literally you're telling so in Colorado, the governor said that like not wearing a mask and protecting yourself from COVID was like playing Russian roulette with a gun, which is a strange statement on its own, but you're telling me that in Texas nursing homes by the land commissioner, the odds are worse than Russian roulette?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Jesus.
It's really great because like I mean this is classic austerity, right? It's just like, hey,
Right.
we're gonna run these public ones into the ground, sell the private ones, sell off to private ones, which are gonna run it worse, and bada bing bada boom, somebody makes a buck off of a bunch of dead vets. So
Texas again.
I mean, to be fair, that's dead vets make this country a lot of money. That's like part of what we do.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's war.
Yeah, and to reiterate, not all 9 of Texas's veteran veteran nursing homes are run by private companies. That is a quarter of the privately run homes in the entire United States.
Yeah.
Whoa.
These are also supposed to be state-run homes run by the state. So the state contracted it out, and the free market
course they
fucking
did.
failed them.
As
As
you
usual.
did with your power grid.
$250 million
That's a hell of a noise there.
to the border wall and $0 for our veterans or our electricity.
Yep.
And you know what? We talk a lot of shit about the military on here. But nobody deserves to fucking have better odds of surviving a fucking game of Russian roulette than they do just
Goddamn
like
COVID,
chilling
yeah.
in their fucking room.
Yeah, and they're fucking
Yeah.
like sucking on Werthers and playing checkers all day, and it's like, yeah, just each of these days, like fucking, fucking roll a d4 on a 1. I'm out of here. See y'all.
Yeah.
Also,
There
of note too, a lot of these guys, these old gentlemen dying, they're World War II vets. So that's Antifa that Texas is coming after.
Man.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah, that's not at all a harebrained take.
Oh man. For-profit nursing homes, according to resident advocates, which I don't know what those are, but
Like people who
Whatever.
advocate for the residents
I-
of.
So I assume there's some combination between pro bono lawyers and Antifa.
yeah, pro bono lawyers and like what's the TV show host that does this shit?
Not Dr.
Chris
Phil.
Hansen.
Catch a Predator? What are you talking about?
I don't
no,
watch
no.
TV.
Not Colbert, the one before Colbert.
John Stewart.
John
Jon
Stewart?
Stewart, yeah, like Jon Stewart, like somewhere between like Jon Stewart and probably literally like a nurse that is like, we have to literally eat the rich, a nurse that works in these nursing homes that fucking hates capitalism, and like Jon Stewart that agree that all these for-profit nursing homes have lower staffing levels, perform worse than nonprofit and government-run facilities.
No duh. Yeah.
And average staffing levels
Right.
in specifically these Texas nursing homes are among the lowest nationwide.
Yeah. Again, not surprising
I love
at
how
all.
in Texas you apparently have a differentiation between government funded, government managed, and government run and government controlled. These all just mean different things.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, that's the thing. Really, all it means is, when it inevitably cocks up, because either it's Texas government or Texas government outsourcing to private enterprise, which also known for cocking things up. Like, you just then at that point, like, say whatever you want to, and it's like, oh, yeah, that was the government who did it.
It was the government who fucked it up. You know?
It's really genius.
That's true. Which is literally the exact opposite reason why they've privatized the entire military to create these veterans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they send them back to us, that darn federal government, using our tax dollars and fucking up our veterans and not caring for them. So we have to have state-level veterans care.
Yeah.
Oh, just think, in 20 years we're going to have a Blackwater run like veterans.
God.
Oh,
'Cause they're just like, well, we
God.
got too many
all
of
the
them.
nurses are just like big fucking like meat-headed operator dudes with like big obnoxious beards and like
Yeah, they're
fucking
all gonna.
Oakleys.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're either that or they're all gonna be like the villains from fucking Metal Gear Solid.
That too. Yeah.
The veterans actually have jobs
Just-
at the Blackwater
just
facility. It's like,
ha-
Charlie, your class recidivism rates are really up this year. You really got to get these young operatives to pass these tests so that we can send them out to the field.
Yeah, that's the ultimate version of the fucking state's like veteran rehabilitation. Is just like, let's make it so that like this isn't elder care. We were trying to get these guys back out in the field.
Wait, no, a synthesis here.
Yep.
We start with Blackwater mercenary veterans, and we slowly turn them into like half robot twinks from Metal Gear Solid because they can keep fighting.
Yeah,
There you
super
go.
soldier serum or something like that.
yeah.
Super soldier semen. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
They're
gonna,
just gonna fuck
like
them
Fallout
bareback.
style. We're just gonna start putting their brains in the Boston Dynamics robots as a battery.
Oh Jesus.
Jesus. Yeah, apparently these findings were shared with Bush's office 2 weeks ago. He vowed to take action to improve care, and what he's done since then. One day after, he ended the relationship with the two for-profit operators of the homes and asked his staff to conduct a nationwide search to find replacements.
Yeah, more private enterprise. Good, that'll do it.
Wait, so they fired the people. So no one is taking care of the veterans right now.
They can manage. They're big boys, you know.
They have we'd
they-
still deliver food to their facilities.
Like just like
assume,
fucking
well,
once a
well-
week, somebody like comes by and drops off a fucking like
a pallet.
like 4 or 5 pizzas, yeah, and just that's it.
Well, no, it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done like a hospital. It probably is done like a hospital, where like the food service is contracted out, and literally half of the job of your nurse is to yell at the food service person on behalf of the hospital as a patient advocate to the fucking company that gives you the food, because like you want 3 sides as your meal, but you have to pick one thing and 2 sides. That's the rules. And now they don't have any patient advocates at the center, so they're all just sitting there being like, I would like the yogurt. I want 3 yogurts, and they're like, you only get 1 side.
Yeah, you can only have so much tapioca in a day. You got to ration that shit.
Yeah,
Well, there is a boba
the first
shortage,
15
so,
people.
yeah.
The first 15 people get all the tapioca. Everyone else has to make do.
God,
You get pistachio.
There's a black market tapioca.
it's fucking
ring
MRE
in-
Werther's Originals.
Actually,
Just
because
some
of
sort of World War II veteran Lord of the Flies over tapioca shortage.
Probably.
no, because there actually is a tapioca shortage right now. I do wonder if there is some sort of black market boba going around.
I
Fucking
believe
A.
it. You know what? That makes these boba that I just never opened because I got really lazy worth like 3 times as much. Like I'm gonna
yeah.
get out there into the free market and fucking oh god, I can't think of the word for what it would be, but I'm just
scalp
gonna,
them,
I'm just
fucking flip them.
scalping. I'm gonna flip them. Yeah, I'm just gonna make millions off of these like 12 boba that I have
Yeah,
left.
just going to a boba restaurant and realizing all they've done is rinse pre-made tapioca yogurt and stick them together.
Ew. Yucky.
I love it.
My fucking Yoplait ass tapioca bits in my tea. Oh man, yeah, no. What's worse, like not knowing that you were just basically murdering veterans in your retirement homes, or covering it up? Like, this is the land commissioner in charge of all these veteran nursing homes in Texas.
Who should be noted
realize,
are on land.
yeah,
Mhm.
and like 134 residents died. 500 residents tested positive for COVID-19. 570 veteran home residents tested positive.
Extraordinary number.
A quarter of them died. Like, you would think someone's like sending an email out with, I mean, a power by report that says, yeah, so we've lost like 10% of our population this week. No big deal. And then someone else is like, what do you mean no big deal? We lost how many people? That just
I mean, that's
died?
just Texas generally, let alone a fucking nursing home, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably built these nursing homes so that they literally are like the air from one room just gets filtered into the next to get sucked out and filtered into the next, and then eventually just ejected out the side of the building. These things are probably built to spread disease somehow, because they just don't even think about how they're building things anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, fuck Andrew Cuomo, fuck George Piss Bush. Do it.
Mhm.
Just dump a
I'm
load
starting to
into
think,
his.
fuck that entire family.
That entire family just is the fucking. I don't even have the heart to try and dunk on them.
You know, they're
It
not
sucks.
great. I'll
It's-
say that much. They're not a
it's-
great bunch of guys.
Not a
You know,
great
Jeb's
bunch of-
all right. I'll say
Yeah.
that. I'll say that much.
It's not great. It sucks. These are our dynasties, and they're just killing people. Jeb Bush is known for being a failure, and his son now is just killing veterans.
The
His
fail
uncle-
son
his-
of a fail
they
son
bring-
of a fucking fail son. Yeah.
His uncle literally does paints photos of veterans because he sees these people's faces when he tries to sleep at night because he sent them to their deaths for no reason. And
No, it's perfect. Grandpa creates the military industrial complex. Dad sends everyone to war. Son kills them, and uncle paints them to remember them.
it's
Yeah.
it's the circle of life.
God, I hate these ghouls. Like,
They've done so much damage to just such a perfectly reasonable word like Bush.
How do you
Yeah.
not like stop? How do you not like go, wow, this looks really bad for our family. We should just honor off ourselves. Like,
you've never received a large sum of money all at once, have you?
not only that, but the Bushes have, like, if I'm not mistaken, have ties back to like the first KKK, the one like post Reconstruction.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, wasn't it Bush's wasn't it like George W. Bush's granddad who tried to do the business plot to like do the fascist takeover of the US by corporations?
Yes, I believe that was him.
I'm pretty sure that was him.
Yeah, and we
Great family.
Yeah, great family. Great that we allowed that to like happen, and that we allow these people to continue to be in politics.
Well, don't worry. They've only killed 200 veterans. Texas overall has seen over 9,000 COVID deaths since February.
I mean, we got more of them.
Not a worry, not a
Not
worrying number at all. But don't worry, we have this wonderful talking point that we're doing now in the United States, where all but 43 of them were unvaccinated people. Don't worry about COVID or like the variants that are proliferating, because we're just allowing more and more people to catch it. Because if you're vaccinated, you're fine. You're good. You're fine.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. Don't be a fucking puss.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Don't worry about it. There's no way that it could ever evolve and like make the vaccine make it not work or anything like that.
Yeah,
that's not
I mean,
how,
it's
that's not how
only
viruses
like fucking, change.
You think it's smart? You think it's a smart virus? It's like your smartphone. You fucking
millennial.
It's a nanorobot. It's a Bill Gates nanorobot. It knows it's
Father,
doing.
how do I click the app or click the
Or
book?
wait, that's the vaccine. I can't remember.
It's all
Maybe they're both.
It's all the same.
Father, how do I click the app? George P. Bush to
George
H.
Piss
W.
Bush. Yeah.
George Holy War Bush.
George Jihad Bush.
Yeah,
That's some quality Bush era. I've never heard that one. That's very good.
Texas is doing well. We're having a really normal one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and I mean, this still isn't over. We still aren't past it. I think I was reading something about how we aren't treating vaccination information like we treat talking about condoms and sex. There's like, we're doing basically everything wrong based off what like STD advocates have learned over the past 50 years of trying to get people to wear condoms. It's like, you just insist that it's normal. You don't shame people. You say it's there. You make it super available. You make it available. I mean, here, at least in Texas, you can go to like a Walgreens and get a shot.
Yeah, I mean, I was literally reading a fucking article about how the best way to like get people to actually do vaccinations is just like show up with like a fucking, essentially like a party, and be like, hey, we're in your neighborhood doing vaccinations. You up?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of like
that's-
places still have like elk lodges, right? Like why weren't they vaccination sites?
The Red
Yeah.
Cross has like those donation vans that they drive around. Like, just have a vaccine van.
There you
Drive
go.
it up and down the streets
Yeah,
playing the
wait,
vaccine
wait.
jingle.
Consider postal health care.
You get to self-inject your vaccine.
Oh yeah, bud.
No, I was thinking. No, you go around with the post.
Oh,
people.
the USPS knocks door to door and like just has a doctor.
Yeah, like
with them.
literally, just instead of delivering an extra load of Amazon packages, literally use that space. Just have a doctor ride around with you, giving injections when they deliver the mail.
There you go.
It's great.
We tried it with Amazon, but the doctor's heart gave out after like 50 houses, because there's only a certain amount of time that he can run up to the door, knock, and then run back to the Amazon car before it just drives off and leaves him there.
And the piss. We started on the piss.
Amazon tried to help, but there weren't enough air holes in the boxes.
Yeah, we couldn't fit the doctor with all the fucking piss bottles.
It's not helping too. I'm ordering a bunch of piss bottles all the time. So like, and they get mixed up with the fucking employees' piss bottles, and it's all sorts of shenanigans. It's not...
you can tell the difference between like a fresh piss bottle and a vintage piss bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, you're trying to get the clean piss, and then like that whatever's in the truck isn't, because you've had to do that job before, and like
he's smoking weed on his break. That's not clean piss, okay?
Yeah, that is
That's weed piss.
Mm-hmm.
Sticky.
Which
I've
you
done this
drink
kind of shit.
to get a good
I've done
buzz.
the easy version of this kind of shit, and I still would.
Piss Kush. Granddaddy Piss.
Fuck yeah.
Skywalker O-Piss.
Granddaddy Piss is my favorite, like 2010 Adult Swim pilot that never turned into anything else. had to really fucking nail down the year there, but yeah.
That's Bray spelled.
Piss Apple Express or just Piss Express? Yeah, the good weed piss. The strains that you're trying to order. Anyway,
We're talking weed strains, right? I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know shit about drugs.
yeah. I just do gummies.
I just do them. I don't know what they are.
I really don't know anything about drugs.
I can't wait.
They're good. That is what you should know.
Yep.
I just all I'm saying is there was a reason for things to be spoken of in code for a long time, and now that we've started to legalize things in various states, all we've done is do to like weed what they did. They've just made it artisanal and like small batch, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Just
after they legalized piss,
it's like people who have like it's like people who have a fucking like speakeasy bar where they're like, "What's the passcode?" and you're like, "Just let me drink."
It's not the goddamn 1930s, yeah, or whenever that was the thing,
Whenever it was, I don't know.
Yeah.
Once they finally legalize
1934.
piss, I'm gonna have to go to a head shop and get my my analog, my urine 8.
Shut the
Do you
fuck
think
up. I like the idea you head into a head
50
shop
years?
and like you get yourself a fucking big old Gatorade bottle, and like you can't say it's for piss. Like if you say like, "Hey, can I get like a bottle for piss?" they have to like kick you out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do you think in like 50 years, like there will be like extra artisanal head shops and our even later stage hellscape of capitalism? They're just like a guy on a street corner dealing it to you because like it makes people feel nostalgic.
That's the authentic, that's the authentic
100%
way of
authentic, yeah.
getting a hold of it.
It's the thing where they do where they
but
have someone
it's
stand out in the
definitely-
drive-thru and take your order for fast food, and they're just like sweating profusely outside the whole time because they're forced to work out there, and they say they get like 50 cents extra an hour, but that's like $2 a day to stand outside instead of stand inside.
Yeah.
Right. It's like we'll pay you an extra $3 a shift if you wear roller skates the whole time.
Jesus Christ!
You don't even serve food, or anything. You're
it's
like
just
you're
weed
just
and piss.
you're just there.
Yeah. Jesus. All right. Well, you know what? I think we've covered the bushes in piss.
Yes.
And we're
piss heavy episode.
I think we've gotten the Texas stuff out. Do we want to hit any of these other stories that we've seen?
This isn't so much a story as a point of Texas pride before we get too far on from that. We are number 4 in the country for drunk driving.
It's
the article, the headline says 4th worst. I assume that means like, 4th most like prominent. Which
I think it means fourth drunkest.
Yeah, which we can get those numbers up. The ones ahead of us are Mississippi, South Carolina, and New Mexico, which like I absolutely get, but we can do better.
South Carolina, I don't know. I feel like South Carolina is. I mean, I guess they have a bunch of hippie Jews out there, and like if you're doing that much LSD, some of the times you just gotta say, "Officer, I'm sorry, I'm really drunk."
Yeah, that's your cover.
Is this drunk driving? Is this drunk driving or just driving under the influence?
So this is specifically drunk driving traffic deaths.
Okay.
So
No, South Carolina
maybe
makes more sense
That's
now.
different.
Yeah, so maybe
way
we are
bleaker.
just a hardier folk. We get in there after about like killing a case of fucking Shiners Solo or whatever, And like at that point, you're fucking invincible.
See,
you know.
See, the thing is we have to drive like 30 minutes down like a 2-lane highway
To sit in the Whataburger fucking parking lot or line for an hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, like so. I get that. We're probably sobering up on our way to the store, and if you live out in the boonies, you're not as likely to get in a wreck and die. So,
there's a lot more
to hit.
Yeah, there's a lot more infrastructure. Even though Texas is bigger, like,
And I gotta say,
and everything is bigger
everything
in Texas.
Yeah. Everything's just farther apart. That's just it.
New Mexico
Yeah.
is emptier, so those people are they're trying to get into head-on accident.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're looking for it.
Yeah,
They're Mad Max in it, which respect.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you have to do out there.
Yeah.
yeah. Cool. Well, Texas, we have some work to do.
Get those fucking numbers up, folks.
We gotta pump those numbers up. We got a lot of stuff to pump, and those.
Remember
numbers
the
are-
Alamo, fucking Davy Crockett. Davy Crockett drove drunk. Are you saying you're better than Davy Crockett?
No.
Davy.
Wait, was he at the Alamo?
Yes.
I'm thinking of David Bowie. David Bowie.
David Bowie was
David
also.
Bowie.
David Bowie was also at the.
David Bowie was definitely at the Alamo.
Daniel.
Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone's farm. Is that a thing?
David Bowie. Bowie.
No, you're thinking of Daniel Boone and
Daniel Boone?
and Boone's Farm. How much have you had to drink?
See, this is
Jim
my
Bowie right now.
fucking
Jim
culture.
Bowie.
I'm recording this from my car, going fucking 90 down the highway. Not looking. I'm reading the article right now.
It was
It's a
Jim
school
Bowie,
zone.
not
I was
David Bowie.
Okay. I was considering doing the Patreon episode driving like 80 miles an hour down the highway,
Queen
but
shit.
I decided to wait until I got to a hotel.
Yep.
And now I wish I hadn't.
You could have a taste of Texas, which
taste.
that is now what this fucking Texas news what culture whatever segment is called, Taste of Texas.
Yeah,
And that taste is
That's even better because there was a local eatery here for decades called Taste of Texas.
Oh, gross.
Taste of
I love
Texas
that.
is a steakhouse.
Taste of Texas is like that stale
Yeah, that
kind of
makes
like
sense.
thing where like you drank a bunch of beers and like didn't brush your teeth and now you just feel like fucking super gross.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't
it's-
brush your teeth before bed or before you had to leave for work because you woke up too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or in like the last like
just
couple
squeak.
weeks because fucking life just is depressing.
Yeah, that sounds like
Just squeegeeing alcohol sweats off yourself.
Oh yeah, tons of
into-
booze sweats. Yeah.
Squeegeeing them, absolutely.
That is the taste of Texas.
again. This is just reminding me of my early 20s.
Yeah, yeah.
That sounds really tiring. God.
Oh yeah, no.
How do people manage to be that drunk that continuously? It's really
It's desperation, honestly.
Like,
I
No,
can't-
it's
this
the
isn't-
indomitable Texan spirit is what it is.
okay. I was gonna say because I'm not even like there's no judgment coming from here. It's just I don't think I could do it. I don't think I have that kind of constitution.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Technically I'm like some wimpy Californian, but I never lived there.
yeah,
that I remember.
Yeah, I think
But
there's a
that's just
desperation
where it
to
comes
that
from.
level of alcoholism that I don't have anymore. Like I'm
Yeah.
a better person than I was when I was
That's
doing
true.
that all the time. I think.
I just don't have quite as much mania anymore.
Yeah, see, everything's kind of
That's
leveled out.
That's a big thing.
It'll come back after I'm 60, I'm sure. Like that's the point where your brain is just like, all right, cool. We were really responsible for like 40 years. So the first 20 and the last 20 we're fucking losing it, okay?
That's kind of what I'm worried about. Is like I'm gonna get older, and then my brain will be like, "Hey, remember all that stuff from when you were like 21?" And I'll be like, "No, I worked so hard."
Yeah, you have no impulse control anymore. You see that hot little twink at the bar over there? Go chat them up.
What if I go senile and forget which gender I am?
That's just an opportunity for more genders. There you go.
wake up in the morning and
That's free genders, baby. That's genders left on the table otherwise.
Yeah, you get to decide every morning what gender you're gonna be, Charlie. Like you're no longer
That's
bound
true.
by
That's
this
true.
by this by this image, by this self-image that you've developed over time.
I'm no
God.
longer bound by what anyone thinks of me because I don't know what anyone thinks of me because I forget moments after they tell me.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it honestly sounds like freeing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The boomers,
Yeah,
some of those boomers have it right. So
Which ones?
Name a few. Name one.
I don't have any.
Daniel Boone's farm.
Daniel Boomer.
Daniel Boomer Boone's farm. Yeah, that's his name.
Esquire the Third.
Esquire the Third.
Oh man.
Y'all.
Quick pig watch this week. Watch out for cops planting evidence during traffic stops. The viral video on Twitter, which has already prompted an investigation, shows a cop turn his body cam away from the car as he grabs a piece of plastic out of his pocket and throws it in the car. We know that he did that because it was captured on the cell phone that the person in the car was recording with that showed him throwing the plastic into the car and then going, oh
my
no,
God.
and pulling out a pair of gloves and putting them on carefully to examine the plastic in the car, which
Yeah.
could have held
Convenient.
drugs.
Wouldn't want to get his fingerprints on the thing he just grabbed.
Tell me,
Yeah.
tell me how you know that it's not a white person driving the car without telling me how you know it's not a white person driving the car.
Yeah, this is in what? Oh, the village of Caledonia, Wisconsin.
That's a hell of a name.
Village of Caledonia, Wisconsin.
The Village of Caledonia is one of my favorite fucking dungeon synth productions.
But yeah, the of course there was an investigation. It was already done like all within hours because all these things have to move so quickly nowadays.
We
and
we
I
know
don't-
the name of the officer because the employee list is so short that they literally have like a single page branching organizational list that has all
Right.
the officers on it.
But also the police department said no, that we did not plant evidence. That we
they
investigated.
Yeah, they said no. So
So of course, like it's right there. It's very clear that he has a baggie in his hands and he throws it in this guy's car.
that owns. Oh my god.
Like why is it now necessary for you to put gloves? Like all the excuses that like, oh, it fell out of the car and so he's putting it back. Like, so you're tampering with evidence. Like it just nothing makes sense other than you wanted to arrest these black guys. Like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Even in like some little dink ass fucking Wisconsin, God, he just throws it right in there.
Yeah.
Even in some dink ass Wisconsin city, like you can't just fucking mind your damn business.
Yeah, you can't just be black in America.
God forbid.
God forbid. Fuck. This is infuriating.
We protested all last summer. You know, it's cloudy with a chance of shitty cops.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, speaking of more shitty cops, moving on to our next story. It's not so that like it's that the shitty cops are a thing. It's just it proves very much what the cops' purpose is in society. So I have a story here from Yahoo. The headline is bizarre and does not make any sense. California man takes dip in pool before invading home with mom, teen kids upstairs. Quote, very invasive. So this
That's
comes...
that's not a great title.
No.
No.
Steven Soros.
That's a Pornhub title.
yeah.
Not to make light of where it's going. But
Yeah, no. Steven Soros, work on your headline writing. Anyway.
Hey, to
So-
be fair to Steven Soros, you fucking be 65 million years old and write an article, all right, buddy?
Yeah.
You be a fucking carnivore from the late Cretaceous.
Here, Steven.
Whatever
Man
era.
takes a dip and then he dips.
But this is a really quick article. So A California man was caught on home surveillance video taking a dip in a family's pool before breaking into the house while a mother and her 2 teenage children were upstairs. The incident occurred on July 8th in Porter Ranch, a suburb of Los Angeles. I have a friend who lives in Porter Ranch. He lives there with his in-laws.
And it's this guy.
No, it's not this guy, but the in-laws are Emmy award winning. Like,
oh boy.
It's that kind of loaded, yeah.
Yeah, no, they are fucking rich. They
Yeah.
are rich. I've been to this mansion that they live at.
Oh man. So
it's a huge house.
yeah, so yeah, we I just want to say, like, he was caught on the surveillance video. The cops didn't, stop him. Putting more officers on the streets is not going to stop a dude from breaking into your backyard and swimming in your pool.
Right. But here's the thing. The family did not call the police. Homeowner Sharon Durr told Fox 11 Los Angeles
Sharon
that
Durr.
Sharon Durr,
Jesus.
that the man first tried breaking into her neighbor's home before hopping the fence into her backyard. Durr describes the man's behavior as erratic as he appeared to take a swim in their pool. Not erratic. It's very hot here in California. And then
also dudes rock. That's super fun.
And then ate some lemons off the lemon tree. That's not weird.
Lemon stealing whore.
That's not weird.
This man was just trying to
Literally-
enjoy white boy summer.
It was vibing.
Yeah, this
so
is
hard.
this entire it's white boy summer phobic.
Uh-huh. Home surveillance shows the shirtless man holding a towel as he pushes in the French doors in the rear of the family's home. He later can be seen running out what appears to be a backpack. Durr said that she and her 2 kids, aged 13 and 16, were upstairs and unaware that the man had entered their home. Quote, a police officer knocked on the door and we opened it and they asked if we had known if someone entered into our home and our property. And we actually didn't know and we checked cameras and it was all there, she said. Quote, it was scary. It was very invasive. And the officer said that she
the
looks...
problem here is?
What
Was
What is that, Charlie?
Oh, I think the problem here is that they own a house so large they can't hear things going on inside of it.
Yeah,
Right.
And
Yeah,
they have
that's a
to
good
have
take.
a massive surveillance system to even know.
Yeah,
But
I
why is it... But, like, the surveillance system is tied directly to the cops.
I don't.
Yeah, it's
maybe-
pretty fucked.
Right?
See, if that's the case, that's fucked, and that's like some Ring doorbell bullshit.
It was the neighbors who called though, right? That's what I
No.
heard.
No. The neighbors didn't call. No. The reason why the cops came
It's
is
the
because
surveillance system.
because of the surveillance. The cops have a direct feed to this private home's surveillance.
Wait, so they just gave it to the cops, and someone at the police station's job is to just watch a rich person's home.
Yep.
Yes. That is the whole
Jesus.
that is why I chose this, because it was like, wait a second. No one called the police.
Wait a fucking minute here.
So that just means that the police are watching these rich people's homes only to protect them.
Yeah, they deployed the fucking SWAT team to SWAT this guy who was supposedly homeless and was just wandering around dipping in the pool, in a perfectly fine pool that nobody else was swimming in.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
Apparently,
that is the most disturbing thing to me.
apparently he may not even be charged with burglary since he was not covering up his face or other identifiers like tattoos.
Dudes continue to rock.
You know what?
Awesome. I just kind of wants me to make me eat a lemon.
Yeah.
I mean, he got a free lemon out of it. I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, that
Also,
too.
I fucking love eating lemons right off the tree. I actually do.
Just biting down through their
I've never gotten
thick
to do that.
skin.
That sounds
and-
cool.
No, we would steal lemons from from the neighbor because their lemon tree grew into our yard, and we're like, hey, those are our lemons now.
Yep.
Hey, if it crosses the
Yeah,
fence,
they
it's
are.
your lemon.
I was not
That's not
stealing.
stealing.
Uh-huh. Well, sometimes we would reach a little bit farther because that's where the good lemons were. So that might have been stealing, but they didn't seem to care that much.
Very
Cops coming to your
convenient.
house because they're tied directly into the lemon tree.
The surveillance, they have all the lemons chipped.
Yeah, they say they bring the big wand up and they goes beep beep. Once it gets closer, you're like, yeah, he ate it.
He's got
This is
lemons.
the guy. He's got lemons, lemon breath, fucking lemon ass teeth. I can see the lemon in your teeth there.
Uh-huh.
just blowing into something. It just highlights like a little lemon light.
It's like, yeah, your breath is too sour.
I'm sorry, I swear. I just had a lot of
swear.
lemonade. I just had a bunch of country
it's
time.
limes. It's limes.
You wouldn't believe me that it's piss, huh?
Oh man. Well,
Oh Jesus.
well, I would say it's a shitty episode, but it was a real pisser of an episode.
That's
and you know what?
Fuck you.
If you've pissed this far, you're a true comrade.
If you piss this far without getting yourself wet, you win a free car.
Oh, you're a true comrade. We want to thank you for sticking around. We'd like to shout out all of our patrons, especially Scott, Jorge, Tim, the Warlock, Phosphorus, Aaron, Alex, Alan, Brady, Broobs, Caleb, Eli, John, Lizzie, Malwin, Olive, Richard, Rufus, Samantha, Sophia, the Brilliant Dr. Fly, Tyler, the Reverend Lawn Gnome, and Dylan. Of course, our newest patrons, Doug and Harmony. Thank you so much for subscribing to our Patreon and supporting our show. You are you're the reason we're still making Patreon episodes and trying to do cool stuff for everybody who subscribes to us. If you are not subscribed, you missed a real pisser of an episode. And
we talked about piss in that one too. Go figure.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise.
Mm-hmm.
If you piss out $5 for us, then we'll fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, squirt out about $5. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. We'll see what we can do. Remember, you'll have exclusive access to our other projects. Whenever we're doing bonus episodes, we post those over to the Patreon first. You also get early access to our Dolphins and Garages show. You'll get early access to the ever expanding multiverse, the Sonic High School multiverse.
Yep.
And whatever other projects we end up doing, those will be yours to hold and cherish.
Yeah.
Yours to
I
cup.
Yeah, I have a few things planned, either podcast or essay. I'm not sure, but just some.
If you just record yourself reading it, it's a podcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, see, that's just it. I have to still edit it though.
There's the
But
rub.
we'll figure it out. And by we, I mean me. But I have a few things that I want to investigate, and I've already started doing a little bit of research into them. But
Do a little
that's
book
little
report.
Bit
Yeah.
Do a little book
that's
report on them.
Yeah, that's a little bit farther down the line.
We love
but,
Dennis's
keep
reports. It's what hooked me on Dennis.
And you've been addicted since then. But keep an eye out for that. And if you're listening to Dolphins and Garages, I want to thank you. The schedule's a little weird because life's a little weird.
Because
Everyone
scheduling
knows.
D&D is fucking impossible.
Yeah, if you play D&D,
Right.
you know that the hardest thing about playing D&D is the schedule. So just be on the lookout. It'll come out when it comes out.
Thank
I'm
you
not
for your
gonna-
patience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
We're
want
not-
more
we're not
D&D
holding
episodes specifically, then whenever you subscribe to the Patreon, just put in your tagline, "Hey, thanks for making so many D&D episodes," but say it like really judgmentally, like you really are only here to force us to make more D&D episodes.
Thanks for making more D&D episodes, comma, roll some dice, you fucking idiots. Dance for me. My fucking nerdy court jesters.
Critical role, more like critical failure to keep my attention when I could listen to more Dolphins and Garages.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a catchy one.
Yeah, but
we're gonna put that one on a business card.
Yeah, but the episodes that we have out now are good. Check out Gigo too. Gigo's God.
Gigo owns.
I've been really enjoying that. That's Kelton's podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go on there and watch some stupid movie. I'm gonna cry.
Hell yeah.
Gigo's the only way to consume pop culture these days, and not
Honestly,
lose,
I can't fucking
not
watch
lose your
movies.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch Dune for Gigo when that comes out. So keep an ear out for that one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've never read Dune. I know that it's like slightly homophobic. I've never seen the original Dune, so I'm going in blind, and I am ecstatic.
Hell yeah.
My only experience with Dune is we tried to watch it on a road trip once, and it was 2 DVDs long, and we ended up watching like the first hour of the second DVD before realizing it was in the wrong one.
Oh no.
I love that.
And that's Dune.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we're getting out of here, and you should get out of here. why would you ever pay attention to our podcasts? It doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to you, but here you ended up, and here we shall leave you laying. So
And here we go again on my own.
Y'all have a wonderful
Bye,
week,
everybody.
and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Howdy, y'all. Don't forget to follow our link tree in the show notes to discover new things like our Discord, social media platforms, and all the places where you can listen to our podcast. Word of mouth is the best way to introduce us and other leftist creators to friends, family, coworkers, your AA buddies. Community is about more than hot takes online. And if you want to support our efforts, you can donate to us at patreon.com/psychicdolphingarage, which is spelled how it sounds. Hope to see you on the stream tonight. Enjoy this music by JJ Demon.
How the fuck I still got a full head of hair? Not a single gray. Fuck the cops, family first, every single day. Bringing a charm when I ring the alarm. My arms got a box cutter and sticky. We gotta abolish ICE, we gotta abolish ICE, abolish it. No need to apologize, the Holocaust apologists. For no reason we colonized the land and put up monuments. Dope needles, dollar signs, the globe stands and astonish. I hope there'll be a punishment. I really wanna get bloody. I really wanna stand in judgment of anybody taking money from anybody in the struggle. Anybody on a budget. Poor people getting 10 to 20 for some dumb shit. Corporations incorporating a bloodlet. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words.